Good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Only need we are not. Hello. Good evening. It is a Mindset Monday. And before we get started, we know what we're going to do, right? We're going to like, hit the subscribe button, and make sure that bell is checked so you guys can get notification when I'm going on. And it is Mindset Monday. Just want to sit here and get my vibe together, you know? It's a little later than usual, but I wanted to make sure I came on once I had myself in a great state. Because we all know that we're human, right? And every day may not be peachy and creamy. Every day may not be amazing. However, it's all about our mindsets and what we do once we get into that space, all right? So as much as I like to be positive, as much as I like to share good vibes, I also want to be transparent with my viewers, with my subscribers. Make sure you hit that button. But I want to make sure I be transparent because every day is not always an amazing day. We're in the flesh, and sometimes we can even get thrown off. But if we have always been keeping our minds in a positive place, in a good space the majority of the time, it's okay. It's okay if we have a negative moment because all of those times of being in a positive space, in a good space of training your mind to be on a different level, you learn to redirect yourself real quick, right? So I'll just tell you a quick little snippet of my day. My day was going great, you know. I have my morning routines, although this morning, you know, to be honest, I've been trying to get up, you know, at a certain time, 6 a.m. at least. 6 a.m. One day I'm going to get up earlier. One day soon. That's going to be one of my goals before the new year comes in. So my goal is to get up at 6 a.m. Start my day at 6 a.m. right? Because I'm a new entrepreneur and not on a normal 9 to 5. And me, I've always been a third shift person. You guys, I'm sitting here just putting some clear coat on my nails. I just took my nails off, and they are, ladies, if you understand, they are very raw and ashy. So I'm wanting to make sure they're good, in case you wonder what I'm doing. But anywho, back to the day. So I was trying to start my day, and again, I'm a third shift worker. Ever since I've had a job, I've worked for someone for over, I counted, over 15 years total. Out of all the jobs that I've had, over 15. So I've always, majority of the time, been a third shifter. And so having a third shift job, you know, of course, night out. And prior to even working, I was always one who really didn't sleep much at night, or I would go to bed late, right? Hated my mornings. Even all through school, I hated my mornings. And so now I'm trying to be on regular people's schedule, right? So this morning, you know, I tried to get up, and you guys, I just could not fathom getting up. I got up, but then I kind of snoozed myself. And yeah, I kind of went back to sleep for a second, which was not good. And I wasn't happy about it. And I kept wondering, you know, I'm trying so hard. And normally, you know, when I set these things for myself, I normally fall through. I normally get it right, but I just could not. And I also knew that, you know, it was imperative for me to get up early or on time because I had a doctor's appointment today. So outside of my normal morning routine schedule, I know that I had to stop the day at a certain point and, you know, go take care of my doctor's appointment because health is wealth. We want to make sure that we're healthy no matter what it is that we're doing in life, whether we're on a job, whether we're working for ourselves, whether we're taking care of the children, whether we are, you know, being an awesome wife one day. Um, we want to make sure that we are healthy, right? And so I went to the doctor's appointment. First of all, like I said, trying to get up this morning, but I still got up. I still got my morning routine out the way. More importantly, I made it to Bible study, and having my prayer time is a very important part of my morning routine because I need it. Um, I really do. And if you guys don't admit it, maybe one day you will, but I know where my help comes from. And so I needed that time. But you guys, I just could not get together this morning. So I still just shook it off. I tried to shake it off. Even was asked a question at Bible study this morning. Shouts to my IBBF family. You can check them out on Instagram. Amazing. Learning the word. But even I was asked a question there today, and it was kind of like, where am I? And I couldn't really, I don't know. I've been in a place of quietness and stillness. And I don't mean in the physical, and if you know, you know. But I've just been in a place of, even this weekend, just sitting at home. And I just been trying to get myself together. So I started my morning routine, got it fitted in, crammed it in because I couldn't get up exactly at 6 a.m. So I crammed it in, and then, still just going with the flow of the day. And I felt kind of tired, didn't know why. Got to the doctor's office, literally thought I was just going there for, quick little blood work, um, making sure that everything is still good with me, as far as checking my A. Yeah. Trying not to become diabetic, um, pre-diabetic. So my doctor was a little worried over the past couple months, right? And so I was going back to her, and you guys, just being transparent, the past couple of months, I've been doing some transitions. I've been stopping some things that I normally do, um, quitting some habits, and I've been very, very proud of myself, even on this fasting, just getting healthy overall. And I quit smoking cigarettes, right? Um, any children out there to be watching, cigarettes are bad for you. They're unhealthy. They're stink. You don't want to do that. And so I stopped doing that for a couple months. And that's my goal, to always be smoke free. And so I've been doing good with that. And fasting, you guys, I literally have myself on a schedule where I stop eating at 8 p.m. I can't eat until 11 a.m. So I'm up for hours until I can eat, right? But I'm kind of used to it being on third shift because I get home, by the time I get situated and settled, it's not until almost noon when I eat anyway. And sometimes if I'm too tired, I just wouldn't eat. I wouldn't eat until I get back up for the day. But anywho, I've just been doing some good things and transitioning, for the healthier side. And then I get to the doctor's office, and yeah, immediately, she checked my blood pressure at least twice. And then the other girl, she was like, I don't like those numbers. So let's just do this one more time manually. And I was like, cool, because, it's early morning. I know, and had on long sleeves. So maybe let's just try something different on a different arm, right? You guys, immediately those numbers kept going, and my mind for a split second went from the fact that, oh my goodness, now I gotta listen to what my doctor is gonna say, or oh my goodness, why did I stop or trying to make these healthy changes? Because, and it went everywhere, to even to the point, almost to the point of what I was doing business wise. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, stop the press, stop the press. Ain't no way I'm about to sit here and feel like this, because in that quick second while me attempting to allow my mind to go into this negative space, you guys, my doctor had already asked me. She was like, afterwards, she was like, how do you feel? Have you had any dizzy spells or anything like that lately? And I'm like, no. But you guys, for that brief moment prior to that, prior to redirecting myself, the moment I saw those numbers, and the moment the two ladies in front of me got worried about my blood pressure being that high, because it was that high, I immediately started feeling bad. My mind went to a bad space. I immediately started feeling worse. Like my head started hurting. Like I felt a little dizzy, and it was like, oh, okay, I'm scared. Something is going on that. But by the time I left the doctor's office again, talking to the doctor, went and got my exams done, also threw me off, because I literally thought I was going in there, be in, be out. But no, I had a whole physical today. So yeah, whatever, right? But once I got outside and got a little bit of fresh air, I was able to think positive for a minute. I was able to redirect myself and I sat in the car even before I pulled out of the parking lot and I'm like, Lord, like this is not it because I refuse to start sitting here and second guessing myself, not just second guessing myself, second guessing you and the faith that I have in you and everything else that I've been praying for and that I've been being faithful for, obedient to. Like I was about to go there and I just sat there and I took a moment and just had to think about the good things. The fact that I was just here, I was breathing, I was alive, right? By the time I got home, by the time I took that 15-minute drive home, back home, you guys, I was in a good space. I was in a good space. I was not even thinking about my doctor's appointment anymore. Um, you know, made sure my meds and everything was good. Like, and it was almost like for that split second, I told myself, even while walking in the door, I was like, now what was you whining for? What was you crying about? You guys, I'm just here to say, like, every day won't be a great day. Every day won't happen just as we prefer it to happen, right? But if you always, the majority of the time, stay in a place of positivity, stay in a place of peace and serene, like it will outweigh your bad days. You will be able to redirect yourself even when you didn't even realize it. Because I didn't even realize that I had a whole pep talk with myself mentally, a little spiritually too. And by the time I got home, my day was just, I immediately got it in the house and, got myself situated, started cooking me a healthy meal so that when my call started going at 7 and 8 o'clock, that I would be on point, right? I didn't think about the fact that I was feeling horrible just an hour or two ago. Like, so believe me when I tell you, you don't have to fake the funk like every day has been an amazing day because we're all humans and every day won't be sunny. But if you try your best to change your mindset, if you have your mind in a great space the majority of the time, when those little moments of negativity come, you will be able to redirect yourself. You'll be able to give yourself a little pep talk and get it together, right? Because what's the point of consistently dwelling over something? Literally, within the matter of minutes, I let some numbers, although your blood pressure numbers are very important. This is coming from someone who's medically educated, that you definitely, though, that is not something that you play with. However, it is not the end of the world. That means that in that moment that you knew that either something went wrong, either you ate too much of the wrong thing, or either if you're on medication and you skipped a couple, those numbers were bound to be up. So why are you tripping anyway? And if you're here, just make sure that the next moments in life you get it right. Give yourself a pep talk. Get on up. Like, stop playing because you have more life to live if you allow it. Because again, like I said, I woke up, whatever. You know, then immediately I saw those numbers that my mind went from here to New Mexico on a jet, first class. And immediately my feelings went there too. I started feeling not good and I literally physically started feeling like sick. Like I left out the house, I wasn't feeling sick. I was going to tell the doctor, like, even when you telling me that my numbers are this high, like for real, I feel amazing. But when I allow my mind to get in a negative space, I physically started feeling bad. I started feeling like, oh gosh, I'm having a headache. And I started feeling a little dizzy, to be honest with you. But the moment I got outside to some fresh air, because I was about to panic about my entire life, you hear me? And I can laugh about it now. That's the great thing of always having your mind in a positive place, having a different mindset. Like some things, yeah, I get it. Things are serious and your health is very serious, but a lot of times we make it worse because of our minds, because we allow our minds, even if you're one of those ones who, you're having a simple headache and you go and check, let me Google my symptoms. And before you know it, you about ready to call in a family meeting because you yeah, planning some stuff that is not happening because you done self-diagnosed yourself. And I know I'm not the only one, right? I'll wait. Hmm. But anywho, because you have now grown mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you're able to redirect yourself. Because the worst thing that you can do, even now, having negative thoughts is not the bad thing. It's not the worst thing. The worst part of that is staying there, staying in a space of negativity and pushing and forcing these uncomfortable, unpeaceful things onto yourself. For what? Because you allowed your mind to go in a space. And not only that, you allowed it to stay there. You guys, how they do on TikTok? Knock, knock, knock. Wake up. Pep talk yourself back out of that. Redirect yourself. Make sure that I don't care how your day started. Hopefully, it started beautifully with your beautiful morning routine. But if just for a second it tends to get off track, redirect yourself. And some of us, we don't like when there's people around us to tell us the truth or be transparent with us. Guess who should be the first person to do that? You. You should be the first person to tell yourself when you're wrong. Because if you can't be real with no one else, you should be able to be real with yourself. And if you're not, shame on you. Shame on you. Because what a person puts out there to the world in the physical is probably how they are in the mental. Um, so I can take a little criticism. I love when I have, my folks that tell me when I'm wrong. I can appreciate it. You know why? Because I should be the first person to be able to tell myself that I'm wrong. And if I don't keep it 100 with nobody else, guess who I'm gonna keep it 100 with? Me, myself, and I. You guys, it is literally Mindset Monday, and I wanted to show up with you guys. And I'm a little bit bubbly today because, yeah, my day could have went way worse than it was. But I reminded myself that I'm human, that I'm in the flesh, and that it is okay if I have a moment of negativity, just a moment. The most important part is that I don't remain there. So, on this Mindset Monday, my tip to you is redirect yourself, child. Hmm. Have a good evening. End your night the way that you want it to be. Hopefully, you don't want to be balled up, sad, and disappointed and negative. Although we have some negative Nancy's out there, so if that's your title, that is okay. It is okay. Just don't bring it around here. It is Mindset Monday, and I feel amazing. And I just wanted to come by and share this amazing piece of information with you guys because what good am I if I can't teach or tell someone about the great things that I use to help me be better, to help me win, because this is what channel? Win with Wells. And if I'm winning, you should be winning too. So until next time, you guys keep doing what you do, keep being you. But more importantly, be the positive you, be the peaceful you, be the you that you will want to deal with every day. Be confident, and it'll show, and you'll be able to give that to someone else. So it's been great. It's been beautiful. And one day we'll sit on here and we'll have a party. We'll chop it up, laugh it up, whatever. It has been real. Until next time, be blessed.